Your winner by fall in 47 seconds, Jesse DiMarasi of Milton. Next on the mat from Milton, Catherine Hawley. And from Oregon, Alex Grudich. Your winner by fall at 1 minute 35 seconds, Catherine Hawley of Milton. That concludes the junior varsity competition for this evening.
Hello and welcome to Panther Wrestling live on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. I'm Chris Wigman along with Matt Weber. Tonight the Panthers host the Milton Red Hawks. We would like to take a little time to thank our sponsors who help make this exclusive broadcast of OCA Media Sports possible with their generous support. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And Culver's of Oregon, Stoughton Health, and by Pizza Pit. Well, everybody, welcome to the match tonight. First dual meet post-holiday break. Webb, what are we looking for tonight as we welcome the Red Hawks to the Panther Gymnasium?
You get past that Christmas break or the holiday break, whatever you want to call it, the winter break here. Get past those big tournaments like Mid-States and I'm not sure where Milton went, whether they went to Bi-States or on the water, whichever one. But now you are thinking postseason. You're a couple weeks away from starting regionals and sectionals. Now it's starting to be where the cream rises to the top here a little bit, especially in the Badger Conference, which is a rough conference no matter which bracket you're in.
Absolutely. So the Panthers attended the Mid-States Classic over in Whitewater just after Christmas, taking 13th as a team out of 42, big holiday tournament. So a lot of team success there, and had, I believe, 5 wrestlers place at that tournament. Webb, what do you know about that?
Braden Bakken placed 7th. We had Evan Fay took 5th. Cade Auberg took 2nd. And we had Tomas Newman take 6th. And Sebastian Sufancati took 10th at the tournament as well, which is an awesome showing for the Panthers. We had beyond the kids that placed, we also had a couple kids that got team points. Means they got some wins there too. They may have not ended up on that winner's side of the bracket, or if they did, they didn't go far enough to place. But they got some team wins and got some extra points, which is why the team score showed out pretty well for them.
Absolutely. So some good momentum for the Oregon Panther wrestling team coming into tonight's duel. We'll see if they can build off of that. The RedHawks bring quite a bit of talent tonight. Webb, what are we looking at for the RedHawks?
Yeah, it's you have solid wrestlers on teams, and then you have really great wrestlers on the team. Tyson Peach at 138 is first in the state. He's a South Dakota State commit. Placed 4th in 22 at 126. Placed 5th last year at 132. And if you looked at that in itself, you'd be like, oh, that's a wonderful wrestler to have on your team. But they have the #1 pound-for-pound wrestler in the nation tonight at 190 in Aiden St. Clair. 21, he placed 3rd. 22, he's a state champ at 170. 23, he's a state champ at 220. And this year he is wrestling in that 190 to the 215 range. He was a little on the light side last year and he wrestled 220. But an unbelievable wrestler, as seen by not only his state rankings, but his national rankings as well.
Absolutely. So tell the listeners at home a little bit about what a guy like Sinclair's doing in the offseason, maybe a little bit about freestyle Greco that earns him a #1 ranking in the nation.
Yeah, these, there's one thing if you wrestle tournaments in the offseason, you go to the Dells and all that other stuff. But then there's another thing if you go out to Fargo and win a freestyle, you go to some big-time folk style, and then you go and win a Greco tournament as well. You're not seeing just kids from the Midwest, but you are seeing the best of the best. A lot of kids that you see come out of that are future Olympians. Not to say that he is or isn't going to be, but just in past history, that's what's come from that. So it'll be exciting to see him wrestle tonight. It's always nice to see big-time talent in the state of Wisconsin, especially in the Badger Conference.
Absolutely. Milton, a traditionally strong wrestling school coming into Panther Gymnasium tonight. On the Oregon side, we've got quite a bit of youth, young, exciting wrestlers here. Preview a little bit of our roster here for those at home.
Yeah, for those of you who watched the last duel or have been hanging along, this time of the year is where you start to see that growth. We're a very young team, even our upperclassmen for the most part. A lot of them are first and second year wrestlers. To see them grow and not just compete, but start picking up W's here and there. With our youth movement here, Evan Fay's receiving votes in D1, according to Wisconsin Grappler. And Cade Auberg ran into a tough one, which dropped him down to 7th in state rankings as of right now.
As a freshman.
As a freshman, yes. So we have a freshman and a sophomore there. We also have some that are moving up, and they're having a solid second half of the season here, and hoping that they can then parlay that into a better seed once conference rolls around, and regionals and sectionals as well.
Absolutely. So big things on the horizon for Panther Wrestling. We'll be getting going here with match action within the next 10 or so minutes, and I think we will see everybody at home here in about 5 or 10 minutes.
wrestling match between the RedHawks of Milton and your Oregon Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise and join us in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, welcome back, listeners. I'm Chris Wigman along with Matt Weber for tonight's Oregon Panthers wrestling duel against the Milton Red Hawks. Going to have lineups here soon. Panthers coming in tonight fresh off the holiday tournament at the Mid-States in Whitewater with 5 place winners, including freshman Cade Auberg taking second at the Mid-States, ranked 7th in the state. Milton Red Hawks bringing in 2 top-ranked wrestlers, one at 138 pounds, Tyson Peach, and at 190 pounds, Aiden Sinclair, the #1 wrestler in the nation. So we got a lot of entertainment coming your way tonight from Panther Gymnasium.
Yeah, it was great to be here a little bit early and see the JV wrestlers. There was a full flotilla of JV matches tonight with 15 total, which is awesome to see. Good signs.
And for the Panthers, Gabe Clay. 190 pounds for Milton, Aiden Sinclair. And for the Panthers, Andy Sanchez. At 215 pounds for Milton, Kaden Yelk. And for the Panthers, Sebastian Compampacti. At 285 pounds for Milton, Nate Roddy. And for the Panthers, Tavares Thunderberg. At 106 pounds for Milton, David Billhorn. And for the Panthers, Easton Muldrum. At 113 pounds, Milton's Clarissa Choi will receive a forfeit. At 120 pounds for Milton, Devlin Albrecht. And for the Panthers, Logan Steffen. At 126 pounds for Milton, Maddie Peach. And for the Panthers, Trace Powers. At 132 pounds for Milton, Cash Klug. And for the Panthers, Cade Auberg. At 138 pounds for Milton, Tyson Peach. And for the Panthers, Lincoln Kalsher. At 144 pounds for Milton, Tyler Ratiki. And for the Panthers, Caleb Klitzman. At 150 pounds for Milton, Jackson Johannek. And for the Panthers, Atticus Ruland. At 157 pounds for Milton, Kaiten Fitterer. And for the Panthers, Landon Schultz. At 165 pounds for Milton, Blake Sather. And for the Panthers, Tomas Newman. Milton is coached by Pat Yauk. Oregon is coached by Brian Hookstead.
Now we got the coin flip here. See who shows first.
Tonight's match beginning at 175 pounds. Oregon's Gabe Klon going to get the match action started for the Panthers.
For those of you watching at home, the coin flip matters based off of who has to show a wrestler first. You can weigh in multiple kids at the same weight, so that might bump you around for different matchups. I'm betting that Coach Hookstead took the show first here, so that it forced them to have to bump later on to figure out for them to show their hand later on in this duel.
All right, here we go, match action. First period, Oregon's Gabe Klon. Going for a little bit of a head steal there. Quick little action. RedHawks in on a double, gonna pick up two. Klon's got a belly down.
Yep, got a little too deep, holding on to that head for too long there.
Klon doing a nice job fighting off his back here. First period, 20 seconds down here. Oregon's Gabe Klon on his back.
Yep.
Giving up some near fall. Going to be in an early hole, 5-0 here soon.
Yep.
Klon's got some good length, hard guy to pin.
Yep, he's fighting well right here. He's got to kind of know where he's at here too.
Yep, so right on the edge of the mat. Webb, tell listeners why this is not getting called here as out of bounds.
Yeah, so 3 points of contact, so it could be a knee and a toe. We're still in the mat there for the Milton wrestler in this case to not call that out of bounds yet.
Minute 7 to go here. First period, Oregon's Gabe Klon down 5-0. Milton throwing in the legs.
Yep, digging in those heels, gets those hips flat. Also gives you an array of moves on top for pinning combinations and tilts.
Yep. Very effective ride, tough to get out of, but also got to make sure that they're working for a pinning combination. Otherwise, we could possibly see parallel riding. That's why the Milton wrestler got off to the side there a little bit. Oregon's clawing down 5-0, 28 seconds to go first period. Clawing, still perpendicular, he's giving up back points here. Has potential for a little roll through there.
Yep. The only thing he's got to do is grab the inside of the leg rather than the outside of the leg there, and he might have rolled through that. Did an excellent job there of staying off his back, however.
Klon's length showing up there, able to wiggle his arm free. 4 seconds first period here, Klon down 7-0. There's the buzzer. We're going to go to period 2. Klon's going to have the choice here to start period 2. He's going to go down. Those of you listening at home, down is the typical choice as it is advantageous to get an escape here, score from the bottom.
Yep, he's got to keep working. We got a little bit of a mismatch here, but Gabe's doing an excellent job of fighting.
Gabe's really working for a Granby there, just about had it. He's got to clear his hips a little bit better.
Yep, and the Red Hawk here had 2-on-1 on that arm and kept it tight to his waist there too and rolled with him.
Yep, wrist control is essential in wrestling. Klon working up for an escape.
Oh, missed it again, yes. He's doing an unbelievable job of fighting on the bottom. I'll give him that, however. Got to know where he's at again here. Get a restart.
Yep. All right, we're going to go back to center. Minute 17 left. First match of the night, Oregon's Gabe Klon down 7-0. There's the whistle. Klon with a nice little knee slide there to his feet. There was a locked hands. Ref missed it.
For those of you at home, as soon as the wrestler has multiple points of contact down on the mat, you can no longer lock your hands. If you're in a standing position, you can have your hands locked around the waist for a mat return, but as soon as they go down to either all fours or down to 3, that'd be a locked hands call.
45 seconds to go first period. There's Klon's length showing up with a reversal, getting him right back in the match. 7-2 Klon. He's got the legs in. He's got to pound that head here to get his hips back a little bit.
Got to get his, he's got to slide back, get that power half.
Stay on the head, Gabe Klon. 27 seconds to go first period. He's got to get those hips up. He's going to belly down. He's going to give up a reversal. It's going to be 9-2. Milton looking for the pin. There it is with 14 seconds to go in the second period. It's going to put the Milton Red Hawks up 6-0 team score to start the match. I think good fight there from Klon. A lot of things to like there. He's got some good Granby combos he was working. He's got out of position there slightly, Webb.
Once again, these are things you can build from. Wrestles against a solid kid there. A little bit physically overmatched, but you know what? There was he brought the juice there a little bit, and he fought off his back a few times, and then took the fight to him a little bit.
They're going to bump Sinclair to Sebastian, I think.
Yep, they're going to bump Sinclair to 215.
All right, so we're going to have for Oregon at 190 pounds, Mondi Sanchez, and he's going to be taking on Andrew Pierce. So here, for those of you at home, we've got a little bit of gamesmanship from the Warhawks. Number 1 ranked kid in the nation, Aiden Sinclair. They're going to bump him against Sebastian at 215, which is kind of exciting.
There you go, Monty.
Here we go, match action, minute 50 to go, first period. 0-0, Mondi Sanchez for the Panthers in on a nice double, driving. Keep those feet in. I'll give him a chance here. Got to let him wrestle a little bit there on the edge. Nice double attempt there by Mondi.
Mondi, one of our young upperclassmen wrestlers, but does have some martial arts training as well, so it looked pretty smooth there.
Nice double there by Mondi, driving for 2. 2-0, Mondi Sanchez here, minute 29, first period. Working a cradle.
Yep, got to jump sides, get to that side. Now he's got to work to get those hips flat again, flatten them back out.
So right here, Mondi's going to give up the escape. Going to be 2-1 Mondi here. Minute 11 to go, first period.
sometimes it's a good thing to give up that point, especially if you're wasting energy on top and not gaining anything from it. Mondi got in pretty easily on those 2 doubles. Let's see if he can get back to it again.
Absolutely. Let's go takedowns here, dominate on our feet.
Can't wrestle ear to ear. That's hard. It's not a great scoring position.
Milton on a little bit of a front headlock. Mondi doing a nice job. No points scored yet. Working the wrist. Nice job, Mondi, fighting out of that. Had his knee touched the mat, he would have given up 2, but he had his feet up. 2-1, first period, 30 seconds to go here in the 190-pound weight class. Oregon's Mondi Sanchez taking on, what was it, Pierce?
Yes, it was Matt Pierce.
Matt Pierce.
Get away again. There you go. Don't turn right back to him. Got to get those hips heavy.
Nice job by Mondi. He's going to take him to his back. He's got a little half Nelson's in. He's got to flatten his belly down, get his toes up. There it is.
Oh.
No near.
Yep, they got the near
2
fall.
near fall. Exciting match. Good energy in the building tonight. 6-1, Mondi.
It's the old elevator right there. So that should be 2 takedown, and that should be 2 near fall, plus the 2. Yep. So 6-1. Yep.
All right, Mondi's going to go neutral. Coach Hookstead over there saying, let's go takedowns. Mondi with some good motion, in on a little bit of a collar tie. Working for inside position.
Don't just lay those arms on that tie. Be working them.
Shot attempt by Mondi.
Drag out of that. Get your head out of there. Not a great spot you want to be.
Nice job by Mondi there, saying nothing there. We're going to start over. Little collar tie. Both wrestlers looking for some inside position. Mondi on a nice double. Decided against it. He's got to get out of this head steal.
Push the elbow off, and he's okay.
Pierce with a little bit of a head throw attempt. Mondi's got it. There it is. Nice job by Mondi getting his belly down, pushing that arm off his head. Picking up 2, going 8-1, minute to go, second period. Mondi's going to cross-face.
Great job of staying on top of that. He's in a dangerous spot there to get reversed, and he did a nice job of getting his hips back on top and hitting that crossface to lever himself back up.
45 seconds to go, second period, 8-1 the score. Oregon's Mondi Sanchez up. Gonna give up an escape. We're gonna go 8-2. Gonna have a 6-point lead here with 30 seconds to go. Bonus points might be big tonight.
Yep. Gotta have good motion here. You get tired at these points in matches. You gotta
don't
not
get
get in the
sloppy.
bats. Yep. Can't get in the good
Mondi. Mondi's going to give up 2 and some near fall here. 10 seconds to go. He's got an 8-4 lead. He's got to fight hard here. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, oh! Tough call there. Would have liked to see the ref let these guys go at it in the third period. Not sure we had the fall there. Mondi, you know, he got a little tired there. Couldn't quite get to the third period.
Oof.
All right, Warhawks are going to take a 12-0 lead. Heading into the 215-pound weight class.
We have Milton's Aiden Sinclair and Oregon's Sebastian Suanti out there. Sebastian, once again, part of this youth movement. He's only a sophomore. These are the types of matches you got to wrestle, though. Yeah, Sebastian's a solid wrestler in his own right. This will be a good one to see.
Aiden Sinclair, the #1 ranked wrestler in the nation, taking on Suanti. Suanti, one of the bigger kids we got walking the halls, football player, club wrestler, dedicated athlete. He's going to go down 2-0 here.
Yep. Sinclair starts the option. Oops. Smooth on that that sweep single right there.
4-1 Sinclair.
You can, like I said, Sebastian is a solid wrestler, but Aiden St. Clair is the #1 pound for pound in the nation. You can see, when you see really good wrestling, you see it in the transitions, going from to feet to back, and having a plan of what your next move is.
Absolutely. Sinclair going to wrestle at Mizzou next year, going to go optional start, give the escape, going takedowns here.
Yep.
Supankati down 2-4 here. First period. Sinclair picking up another takedown. See if Supankati can get something going here from the bottom. Sinclair maybe looking for a little bit of a cradle here. Going to lock that up.
Oof.
Supankati in a really tough spot here.
Nice job of sliding your hips.
Yep,
Keep
some
coming.
strength
There
from
you go.
Supankati showing. 56 seconds to go, first period.
There you go. You got long. Let go of hands to reset a new move here.
Got two sets of cheerleaders here as well. Good to give them a shout out. 30 seconds to go, first period. Oregon Supankati down 8-2.
There's 3 points lost. Yep.
Sinclair's going to pick up another 3 near fall and take an 11-2 lead. That's going to put him up by 9. Going to qualify for a major decision, which is 14 points at this point. Sinclair going optional start, going to go takedowns again.
Yep, you got to be comfortable in these weird spots here, and part of it for Sinclair here is working on some stuff that he has going for him. Sebastian's doing a nice job of fighting off of this. It's just we have a much more seasoned wrestler here right now.
That's going to be the buzzer in the end of the first period. Supankati down 11-2. Supankati's going to take top. I like the choice here from Coach Hookstead. Bottom wasn't really working out. Feet weren't really working out. Let's see what we can do on top.
Yep, give him a different view here. He's got to move.
There's the whistle.
That's a beautiful stand up there.
Yeah, hard to stop there from Sinclair. In on a double. Quick transition to a little single dump.
Yeah, a little dump there. That was smooth. Oh.
Ref got confused on the score. I think he thought that was a tech fall. We'll go back to center.
Coach Ebert would say otherwise over there.
Mr. Ebert working the mic over there. Math teacher, longtime math teacher, famous math teacher. Supankati giving up takedown and the fall. The fall in 2:29. Oregon's Aiden Sinclair going to put the RedHawks up 18-0 team score. Panthers finding themselves in a little bit of a hole here early. But we're going to be turning, I believe, to Tavares Thunderberg, one of the leaders in the school, leaders on the football team, leaders on the wrestling team.
Yep. The end of that match, in case you didn't catch it, you know, like we said, Aiden St. Clair, smooth wrestler. There's a reason why he's where he's at. Also, a solid kid, judging by the sportsmanship, giving him a little bit of words of encouragement for Sebastian there at the end of the match. Yep, we'll see what we can do here at 285, not 275 anymore, with Tavares Thunderberg, another one of our upperclassmen that's kind of a younger wrestler as well.
Yeah, leader in the halls. Tavares is a great young man here. See what he can do at 285. Match action started here. Both wrestlers looking to gain an advantage with their tie. Tavares with a nice little snap.
Yep.
Got to use his weight now. Yep.
Good job staying on his toes.
Snap that down, Tavares.
Get the front head. There you go. Reset. It's all right.
Webb, what do these big guys like from their feet? I mean, some arm drags, little Russians.
Yep. So those of you watching at home, yes, when you get to the bigger kids, a lot of times it's a little bit slower wrestling, but leverage is all that much more important. Is that you want to be able to control. You don't want to get underneath anybody because it's harder to roll through. So we'll see some more controlling of the ties here. We see Tavares on the wrist and the elbow there.
Yep, working a little Russian tie.
Yep.
He's got to try to get a little better head position. Milton's Nate Roddy there.
It's a great job. Both of these wrestlers are moving their feet. Don't get stagnant feet as a heavyweight, otherwise that's when you get in trouble. When you plant those feet and they start making divots in the mat,
Tavares with a shot.
Oh.
Nice job circling out there. Love to see the big guys get after some leg attacks. Maybe not straight down in the middle there, but outside shots, little snatches are things that the big guys should be working.
If you're going to do that blast double, the belly button better not be the first thing that hits the mat.
15 seconds to go here, first period.
Oh, nice slide.
Yep, slide by attempt by Thunderberg. 6 seconds to go here. Let's see if we can just ride this out. Little slide by again.
There you go.
Good offensive action there for Thunderberg.
Yep.
Going to go 0-0. Milton's going to defer. Tavares is going to go both up.
Yep, well, he had a little bit better offense here. See if he can get after it here in the second period.
Tavares has got to snap that down and get his weight on this guy. He's got a little bit of a weight advantage.
Yeah, you got to be tight around that front chin and keep snapping it down while popping his feet back.
Yeah, get out on that elbow there with his left hand and yank on it. Ooh, little snatch.
Front head tried to snatch that leg there quick. Go. Keep changing levels a little bit. Keep changing ties. Don't get straight-legged. That's when you get in trouble as a heavyweight. There you go. Keep working in.
Minute 7 to go here, second period, 0-0 match. Thunderberg showed some good offense. Going to spin here.
It's got to get around. Got to get around. Got to get around. Otherwise, we're not in a great spot. There you go. Okay.
50 seconds to go, second period. Thunderberg been the offensive wrestler. I'd like to see the official maybe force the Milton guy here to open up a little bit.
Yep, we haven't seen much of an offensive anything so far. We've controlled the ties, which is part of that, and then also we've controlled the pace here.
Thunderberg, a guy with great conditioning, coming into wrestling from football. He's going to spin around for two. Nice snap into a half. Going to put the weight down. Looking for the fall, there it is. 23 seconds to go, second period. Oregon's Tavares Thunderberg's going to put the Panthers on the board. 16 points, it's going to be 18-6. Warhawks with the lead. Thunderberg getting the crowd into it here a little bit. Nice snap into a half.
Yeah, that was a great transition right there. Got that snap, finished it, got back behind those hips, and then went right into that half. That was a good match by Tavares there. He controlled the pace, he controlled the ties, and that's why he ultimately comes out on top.
Absolutely. Want to mention we got a good crowd here in Oregon out for the wrestling meet. Milton always travels well, good energy in the building. Get out here and support your Panthers in the gym. If your organization would like to join our family of sponsors whose donations help make Panther sports possible, contact Paul at OCAmedia.com for more information. 106-pound action here. David Billhorn of Milton taking on Easton Muldrum.
Yep, Easton got himself in trouble there a little bit. Went for the double, and the first thing that hit the mat was the front side of his forehead there.
Billhorn with an arm bar, my favorite move in wrestling.
It's a hard one, especially when you're stacked up a little bit there.
Yep, tough spot here for Muldrum.
Muldrum, one of our freshmen here in this youth movement.
All right, the fall's going to be called. 38 seconds into the first period. Milton's going to take a 24 to defer. Rulin's going to go both up. Going to be confident in some offense here from his feet. Atticus with a collar tie. Snap attempt.
There you go.
Nice double leg from Rulin. Nice drive out. That's what we like to see. Rulin hustling back to the center, jacked up. Here we go. What I liked there is he went from a snap into a double. You know, that transition you were talking about earlier, Webb.
Yep, and Atticus did a nice job of his head not going down. And that's why he was able to finish it off the mat, because his head goes down at that point in time. The Milton kid can still score at that point in time. Get a good, nice sprawl. I think got fingers to the face there is what it was on the attempt. I think they both went in for a shot at the same time.
Yep. Little accidental contact, snap down, spin behind for 2 from Rulin.
Yep, now he's got to get him flat.
We go up 4-1. Minute 5 to go, second period. Atticus says cradle time here. Lock it up, Atticus. Really like to see him grab that cross face and drive the head to the knee. Heard the coaches in the background perhaps there. Rulin says let's go takedowns here. 4-2, 45 seconds to go, second period. Rulin got to work that hand more inside. He's got a little bit of a dump and spin there.
Yep, kind of the Red Hawk there took a kind of a lazy shot there, and Atticus was able to.
Thought maybe we were going suicide there for a second. Suicide cradle.
Got a little scared that he was just going to roll over, but made a better decision and gave up the 1, not the extra points.
6-3, all takedowns and escapes so far here in the 150-pound weight class. We're going to enter the third period with Rulin up 3 points. Milton's going to go down. See if Rulin can get a little riding time here. Rulin wanted to go feet. Hookstead says let's ride for a little bit.
Oh, got caution draped over the top there a little bit.
Atticus warned for cautions, which essentially means that he had the wrong sort of starting position.
Yep, you get caution.
Cradle locked up for Rulin.
Yep, let's see if he can jump to that side.
Got to commit to that.
Just jump to that side and bump hips. Just bump hips,
yep,
keep
driving
walking.
in.
It's all right. Give up the 1, not anything extra. Don't get out of position. Now you can work on where you've been stronger in this match so far.
Absolutely. 6-4 here. Tight match, 150-pound weight class. Minute 20 seconds to go. Oregon's Atticus Rulin with a slim lead here. Third period. Wrestling up on varsity tonight. Love to see Atticus get the victory here. Snap attempt by Rulin.
Love to see him bury that head a little bit more there. Gets a little scary when they stand up from that spot, though, for a quick head throw here. There you go, Atticus.
Rulin's going to pick up a big 2, take an 8-4 lead, 45 seconds to go. Now it's about...
with the full there.
Full Nelson, illegal move, so it's going to be a penalty point against Rulin, 8-5. 43 seconds to go, third period. Important Rulin maintains good position here. Make the Milton guy earn this point. Chop that arm, maybe.
Don't get there. Got to cross now.
Working a cradle. Rulin Make him work here, drop to a single. Like to see the guy drop to a single there, make him work. 15 seconds to go, 8-6, Rulin. Atticus has not been warned for stalling. Gonna go in on the offensive here, single, keep circling, keep driving, pick up the 2 at the buzzer. That's what we like to see, wrestling to the whistle. Atta baby Atticus Rulin.
Your winner by a 10-6 decision from Oregon, Atticus Rulin.
Big victory there for Atticus. Feel good for a guy that wrestles JV, typically up on varsity tonight.
Did a great job of working, like we said. That's one thing those of us that know Atticus is a worker, and that is one thing he did great in that match there.
Next match at 157 pounds for Milton, Caden Ritter, and for the Panthers, Landon Schultz.
Oregon's Landon Schultz taking on
I didn't catch your name.
Caleb Went, was it?
No, Caden Fair. Either way, we got Caden Schultz out here wrestling. Caden, another sophomore here. He's growing into himself a little bit here as a wrestler. You get in this weight in the 50s and the 57s, you start running into some rough wrestlers here, and that's where Landon's been so far this year. Not to say that he's unskilled, he's just young at this point in time.
Double attempt here by Milton. Soft landing there for 2.
Yep, you can't do the big-time return to the match. This isn't like Olympic wrestling that'd be called for a slam here.
£157 weight class. Landon Schultz for the Panthers, down 2-0 here early in the match. Minute to go, first period.
Little snowplow cradle there.
Snowplow cradle, 'tis the season.
Once again, we talked about this last match a little bit. You can tell what other teams are doing in their mat rooms. You can see consistent arm bars and cradles here from Milton, something that, back in the day when we wrestled too, they're probably known for as well, is that they're very comfortable in those spots.
Yep, bar attempt, and there's going to be the fall. Oregon's Landon Schultz giving up the fall at 157 pounds.
Yeah.
It's going to take us to the final match of the night, 165 pounds.
Next on the net at 165 pounds for Milton, Blake Saylor, and for the Panthers, Tomas Newman.
Tomas Newman of the Panthers taking on Blake Sather of Milton. Team score 51-20. Nice shot attempt there by Newman.
Yep, Tomas is putting a nice season together so far at this point in time. See if he can continue it on.
Yeah.
That was a great low single there. That one not so great because the head went to the mat.
But good circling, good activity there.
There you go.
Allows him to pick up a second takedown, take a 4-1 lead here. Immediately into cradles. Newman, lengthy. Cradles are good for lengthy guys.
Yep, want to see him just jump to the side and bump hips, but we roll over the top of it. That's okay.
Yep, tight cradle. He's got the knee in the side, as you can see. Knee in the side, forehead in the temple makes that cradle nice and tight.
Yep.
Like to see him get his left leg out a little bit. Picking up near fall here. Cradle's not always going to be a fall right away, but certainly going to pick up near fall. 7-1, 58 seconds to go first period.
No, the one thing I would like to see him do a little bit more there is take his time with that. He had time. His hands were tied nice, but he can adjust, make little adjustments.
Back into the cradle action again.
Over the top again.
Looking flat, there it is. There's the fall for Tomas Newman, going to put the Panthers out on a high note. And the final team score tonight is going to be Milton 51, Oregon 26. Did you know that OCA Media covers hundreds of events each year right here in Oregon? Oregon Community Access. Community is our middle name. Don't miss another Panther Sports broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Join our growing YouTube subscribers who enjoy the hundreds of local events we bring you every year. And this is OCA Media Sports exclusive broadcast is made possible with the generous support of our sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And by Culver's of Oregon, Stoughton Health, and your local pizza pit. Support from our business partners helps OCA Media provide you with quality programming like this. Please consider becoming a sponsor of OCA Media programming. Visit our website for more information at ocamedia.com. Thank you for watching this presentation of Panther Wrestling, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. For Matt Weber, I'm Chris Wigman. See you next time.